Hey guys, WGN and HelpTech are very pleased to present. We're going to be presenting Project M 3.0. Now I'm going to show you guys how to install it for today because some people might be a little confused between the two, Homebrew and no Homebrew. So I'm going to show you guys a bit of the differences between both of them and a bit of an explained video inside this tutorial. So guys, let's get started. Now what you're going to need for this video, you're going to need one copy of Super Smash Bros. Brawl. You need to make sure you have the US version. You also need to make sure, like, there's special names for what versions for certain areas, so make sure you have the version I have down in the description box. If you don't have that version, I heard that it could work, it may not work, but I know for a fact that the United States version of Super Smash Bros. Will. The next thing you're also going to need is an SD card, which has to be 2 GB or less. Anything less than 2 GB or anything more than 2 GB, you have to hack your Wii and start getting really technical with it. So make sure you just stay under about 2 GB, just to quit one of the problems. Now, we're going to be using the no Homebrew version, so we don't need Homebrew for this video, but if you do need Homebrew, or you have Homebrew, just use the Homebrew version, you might be better off. Or if Super Smash Bros. Is also an SD card, you will need Homebrew to do that. Also, what you're also going to need is a little reader that you can put this into your computer. Now, most laptops, most desktops now, and most Mac minis, well, I think actually a lot of the Apple devices all have this actual reader on it now, so it's not a really big deal if you're on Mac, but if you're on PC doing this, you will need a reader to put this into your computer. If not, you will not be able to basically transfer the file over to this. Now, I've put in basically the prices down in the description box for an average an SD card, which you will need for this video, and the reader, which is not very expensive as well. So check out the pricing. It comes way under about $5, so it's not that expensive to do this. The next thing also, guys, what we're going to have to do is put this into my Mac Mini, which does have the drive built right in. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So basically, I'm going to put it in. Well, I'm actually not even looking at it. We're going to put it in, and it's going to pop up on my Mac system. Now, I don't think it actually does open. Actually, I got to open it manually, but anyway, it's right here. Next thing we're going to be doing is taking all the Project M 3.0 files, which are in that the unhomebrew version. You're going to unzip it and put it on your desktop, and you're going to have something that looks like this. Now, I've renamed it. It might be non-homebrew, whatever the heck the file is named. So what we're going to have to do is take all these components and put them in here. Now, for the purposes of this video, I've already done it to save time, but if you have 2.6 like I may have had, delete all content and re-put all the new 3.0 into it. The reason I'm saying this is because the coding might be slightly different and it might cause problems, so make sure you do just make sure you do delete every single content from 2.6 if you're returning from my previous videos. So make sure that you do that. Now, what we're going to do is just transfer it all, which I already did in the second part, which I actually did try to save some time, so I've already done it. Once you guys have done putting it into your actual SD card, you're going to basically put it, just not trash it, but it just extract, or I just basically disconnected it from the computer. I like to do that just to make sure it actually doesn't wreck it. The next thing we're going to do is pull it out of my Mac. Now the next thing we're going to do, guys, is put it into my Wii U. Now if you guys are on Wii, it also supports Wii because it's the same kind of, it's the exact same game on Wii or Wii U. It works on both. Now what we're going to do, we're just going to stick it right here for now. Now don't put it right into the Wii U right now, because if you do, you will notice that some of those things may not work correctly. So I'll show you guys when the time to put it actually into your Wii U or Wii system. What you guys are going to want to do is go into Super Smash Bros. So we got to do some configuring to the actual game itself. Now this isn't very difficult, you just have to basically delete a few things. So you're going to go into Stage Builder here, and what you're going to do, you're going to see three custom stages which are made by Nintendo. Delete them all. Make sure there's nothing here, make sure it looks just like my screen. Next thing which we're going to do is come back. Next thing we're going to do from here, we're going to reset. Now make sure you do put the card into your game before you actually do get going, and say reset, and say yes. Now this will make sure that there was nothing, like everything is saved correctly, and the game launches up with the coding already pre-installed or redone. So make sure you just do that. This is just for safety precautions to make sure it does work. Now, Project M 3.0 is a little bit buggy, and I've had some problems trying to start it up. Now and then you'll get some weird airing codes, or caching wasn't correctly, or something just ended up crashing. So make sure you just keep trying at it, and you just make sure you get it correct. It took me, on my first try, actually it did work, but to come back a second time, it took a few tries. So there is a few bugs in it. I'm going to warn you about that, so just to let you know. So we're going to go back the same way how we did. We're going to go to Stage Builder, and we're going to let it launch. Just like that. Now, hoping that it doesn't crash, we're going to launch game. We're going to let it kind of boot up, and there we go, it crashed. Shit. Okay, let's try doing this one last time. So guys, I'm just rebooting the software now for Super Smash Bros. I'm going to see if it does work the second try. Now, the first time it tried, because I actually did turn off the whole Wii system or Wii U system, and it worked that way. So the game might not just like it, you're resetting, you might actually have to turn the whole system right off and try again. So I'm going to recommend that way if it does work, actually, if it works right when I turn the whole system off. But up to this point, it's just going to be kind of like a trial and error thing at this point. Again, it worked perfectly the first time for me, but for some reason it's not working this time for me. But let's see if it'll work. Launch. There we go. Now I'm just gonna guess here, maybe it just doesn't like me resetting and stuff, so just make sure you turn off your Wii U and try again. I'm gonna recommend that more than a resetting way I did show, so just kind of keep your minds kind of set to doing it this way. Now the one thing I will recommend with you guys when trying this, do not try Wi-Fi out or you will crash the game. So I'll go more into crashes a bit later, but that's pretty much how you basically play. Now you can crash out when you are in classic mode. I have done it once before, so it may happen. Now I don't know about Subspace. If you go in with Roy or Mewtwo, you could possibly crash it. I'm not going to do any really bets on this. Actually no, it wouldn't crash it because you always get the same character every time. So it's hard to say if Subspace will crash, but some of the events will. So keep your eye kind of set there if it does end up crashing accidentally, but up to this point, Versus Mode works perfectly. Now there is a Wi-Fi version that will allow Wi-Fi through, but you don't get all the full versions or all the full features of what Project M is trying to push. So keep that in mind when you are also downloading. I know we kind of brought it up a bit later, but the character roster is bigger through this way, and that's kind of what we're trying to do here. If you guys like what you guys see, remember to hit the like, subscribe, and check out our gameplay video. Because guys, playing as Dr. Mario is going to be epically fun. Playing as Roy, even more fun. You really should see his final smash. It beats Marth and Ike's in one bit. And you should see what Mewtwo's bringing for his final smash. It makes you choreo look stupid. So guys, remember to like, favorite, and subscribe to this video. If you guys had any problems whatsoever, please comment me down in the comment box so I can help you out all the time. Now, just tell me if you're on a Wii U or Wii system, that might help me out a little. So with people saying, yeah, I got a system that didn't work, it doesn't really help. So tell me what you guys have for a system that you are using, what version, where you live, something like that, because I can kind of know the problem. Or, well, you live in Asia, and that could be a possible problem, so let me know. If you guys, again, like this video, hit the like, subscribe, and remember to check out our gameplay video. I'm going to be going up against Core in a few minutes to do another video, so guys check that out.